Does anybody want to sing a tune or a song for the beat? I'm gonna have to get a blanket. It's splashing for what I've got going here. Unreal. This is a little different video today since I didn't have this planned. We had some water issues happen here at the house, and I just thought I would show what we were dealing with and what we are dealing with. And next week I will have a little different video for you, I can assure you. Good morning, kindred spirits. Well, today I'm going to show you something that happened at Sugarwood just a few days ago. We had some ice dams happening, and for those who don't know what an ice dam is, it's when snow on the roof starts to melt and then it creates ice. And in the video last week, you might have seen, or on Wednesday, you might have seen that Ben does come out and rake the roof to try to prevent that. But under the dormer and in the corner, we had some huge ice dams, which resulted in water coming in to the upstairs bedroom, bathroom, tavern, downstairs bathroom. I mean, coming out through light fixtures, coming down the wall, windows. I'm going to show you that. And we have some decisions to make. We were going to do remodeling on those spaces later, but once we get whatever needs to be fixed on this roof, we did have heat wiring at our Groton house, which did work, and we figured the metal roof would help on part of the dormer. But once we rectify things so that we don't have to keep dealing with this, we're thinking of starting the remodel of the 2 upstairs rooms, and I might need to do the ceiling over in the, I'm drawing a blank here, still early, in the tavern, and we'll probably do the master bathroom over at this point. I think I mentioned it in a previous video that we're at a state where we'd really love everything done and enjoy our house. But isn't it beautiful out? It's strange. Across the way, no trees peeking up over the house. Here we have an issue. I thought I heard some dripping. Last night it was happening, didn't realize where it was coming from. We have water coming in our ceiling from ice dams outside, even though Ben went around and scraped off all the snow that he could. Yep, time to get in some contractors and call the insurance company. This is not our first rodeo. Oh my gosh. Okay, so knowing we had some issue coming from above, I came upstairs and saw that there is ice. This is so gross. There is ice inside of our window and all along here that's melting and coming into the house. What I don't understand is I heard dripping in here, and it was splashing on the wall, but there's nothing wet up above. Oh look, good way to get rid of bugs. Unreal. So gross. Yep, time for new windows here, I think, too. All right, that answers some big questions. I don't know how long this has been going on. Only hope my getting the ice out of the inside of the window and the frame will help, but I'm also seeing right against the house here, it's dripping. So even though they put a metal roof on, Ben and I have been talking about a metal roof on the house. We weren't going to do this soon, but you can see the ice dams are starting there, and he tried to prevent it by scraping it off, but they're still happening. This is not good. Not good at all. Not at all. So I came back up here, because I couldn't figure out why this wasn't getting it. Yep, completely wet. The wall's soaked. And I had Ben cancel the painter because I ended up wanting to do this. If this was painted a couple weeks ago, it's kind of like with the Blue Jays. If they come in here and paint it and then we had this issue, oh my gosh. So, yep, we got to get her done. Well, I just taped down the switches because now it's coming out around the light fixture. So what this is doing is, even though it starts at like an outside area, it will channel in, so it's most likely coming in along another beam, and then it's following rafters or following other 2x4s. It's just like a roller coaster. The rain's gonna come in and follow any course that it can find. So if you have a leak, oh, I think I hear something in the bathroom now too. Oh my goodness. So if you have a leak and you see it starting in one area, don't assume that's where the leak is. It's just following a path. I've learned this, unfortunately, way too many times in construction projects, but I was not thinking I'd be doing it here at Sugarwood. It's time to get a bucket. This is coming out too heavy. It's going. Hopefully this is the last of what melted from what I removed, but I have a feeling it's a lot more. Does anybody want to sing a tune or a song to the beat? I'm gonna have to get a blanket. It's splashing from what I've got going here. Unreal. You know what? I'm not saying anything much right now, but the dripping here slowed down. So maybe what I cleared off ice was a big part of it. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Never mind. It was just like when you take the pot out of a coffee maker. It stopped for a bit and then just came pouring out. Ben just texted me. He's gonna go look for the salt pods that we've used before. But you know what, guys? I don't know, but I think you're gonna be seeing a kind of a little remodel of a bathroom upstairs, windows, and probably, unfortunately, a new ceiling here, which I didn't want to touch the old ceilings, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Now over here is old damage. This was like this when we bought the house, and I didn't want it touched. I wanted to keep an eye on it. And I'm gonna look at some of my old photos to see if it has gotten any worse. If not, I know this was from the original issue they had before they put on the metal roof. But yeah, fun days, people. Fun, fun, fun. I'm not wishing winter away. Yes, I am. At least I am right now. Ben's up on a ladder, putting salt on the ice dams for the first floor issue. But the second floor, he's not going to be able to get up there. Insurance claim has been filed, and we know we're going to have a bumpy ride ahead. This is just the beginning, unfortunately. Just a little update. The water came in a lot worse. I ended up going to a bucket. I still have water in here. It did stop a bit when Ben started salting the roof and breaking apart the ice dam, and then of course everything froze. But there was one point that I got up on the ladder and I just moved the plate up there and water came pouring out. So I kind of released a lot of the pressure, and also that did help it at one point. Now, we don't know if we're gonna have more issues with this new storm coming in and all of the ice. And then when things start to melt, that's when we'll have a problem, when things melt. And we're just hoping we can keep up with what's happening here. But we are past the point of no return. You are for sure going to be seeing some more remodeling projects here at Sugarwood that we were not planning on doing. But you gotta do what you gotta do when you when things like this happen.
I just wanted to mention that this is not an old house issue. New houses can have ice dams too. It has a lot to do with circulation in the roof, heat loss, several different factors. But I just wanted you to know it's not just an old house thing.
Here's my morning dose of fine living. I ended up grabbing my toast holder that I had in the cabinet, and I'm making French toast, a little nutmeg, a little cinnamon. I'm adding a dash of the Sugarwood 1790 vanilla. And while I have your ear, I wanted to let you know I am putting together a very limited quantity of baker's boxes. I have a gardening box coming up, and also I have a flower cutter arranging box. I haven't named it yet, but it's going to have a lot of fun things in it. It's even going to be a little artistic, and that's the only little sneak thing I'm going to mention right now. But I just wanted to share this. And over here, I am testing a candle, and it smells just like an old-fashioned bakery. Walking through the door and smelling the cookies, the cupcakes, and the coffee. And I think that was the inspiration for the French toast. Ben got a craving, so I figured I'd add the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and the vanilla. Okay, enough chatting. I'm sure Ben's hungry. When I took you shopping last week, that I did the week before, I forgot the vermiculite when I got the seed starting soil. And this is all now going longer than I wanted to, but I want to have everything here, and I just want to do it right. And if they're a little bit behind, so be it. But I did get the vermiculite, and it's funny. I remember my father using vermiculite in our attic. It's also used as an insulation. So that's just to help aerate the soil and make it a little bit better, like it says, improves drainage. And then the other thing that was in the box, I didn't have a size, unfortunately, but I also grabbed this oval head to go onto a watering can. Now, the can I have, it's too small for this opening, so I'm going to get myself another one. I just wanted to have some fine rain head watering options here versus it just getting a lot of water like my little brass can would do. But I'm gonna look for a cute little can, and then I'll have that here in the house for while I'm working on these seedlings. And another reason I keep putting this off is we are going on vacation sometime in March, and we have a family staying here, and I just don't know if I want to ask them to keep going to water my plants. But I'm sure they wouldn't mind. It's just one more thing I don't want to have to ask them to do. But I guess that's all what house sitting and dog sitting is about. But anyways, I did get that, and I am going to hopefully plant my seeds tomorrow when the storm starts. It's going to be something I'm going to allow myself to do while it's snowing outside, fire going here in the kitchen. I'll probably set the table up and go from there. I forgot to mention, I'm just going to store some of the things right here in the corner of the kitchen. I got 2 bags. I will not need 2 bags for what I'm doing here. I got another bag to put in the garden beds just to help that, because I do have some very heavy soil out there, and once Ben and I do the boxes, I'll amend it, and I just figured I'd get an extra bag for one of the smaller boxes. But these are the seed starter trays I got, and unfortunately they don't have covers, but I might be able to use some of the covers from the ones that the mice really liked and use it for part way. I'm not sure if I'll even need it, but I'll use some cellophane. So regarding the blue jays, now I did put out eggshells when I first researched it, but so many of you mentioned about baking them, crushing them. I didn't crush them. I just kind of like crushed them in my hand, and Ben told me they did come and get them. I didn't think they did. So I am right now crushing up some of the eggshells we've been saving. I didn't bake them. I did wash them, and I microwaved them. And I'm not sure if that will be any different or not, but I figured I could get them out there sooner. So I'm just getting ready to go outside, and I'm doing this. and I'll be putting it away from the house. So I ended up coming outside. I filmed it, but it wasn't filming. And I brought the bowl out here and I put all of the eggshells on the very large stump that was from the dead ash tree that we just took down. And the blue jays were squawking just a minute ago, so maybe they hear it, maybe they see it. All right, so I put it here so I can watch from the window and see if it works. It's interesting that I don't even miss the triple ash tree that was right there. Don't miss it at all. It's interesting. And there's still some trees in there, like I mentioned in the last video, that will have to come down in the spring. But those are dead, dead, dead. This one right here in the front, that is a black birch that we are keeping for sure. They trimmed it up last fall. With this last storm, Ben created a walking loop for Willow. But I was just going to walk down here and I'm going to show you where I think one of the two compost piles may go. The other compost pile that we originally had, which is so hard for me to visualize now, there was a nice big hemlock there, but on the other side of this wood pile, I might put the other wattle fence for more of the garden debris. And then further out, I might do one that's for the kitchen compost, just to keep the bear and all the other skunk and raccoons and everything away from the house. Can't believe we have about, well, they're saying 18 inches coming. Probably repeating myself. Sometimes I repeat myself because I don't know what gets edited out. So right now I'm just walking the path with Willow, just getting a little exercise with her.